Yeah, good evening. This is a quick update today before the FOMC news. We want to quickly take a look into the structure and what is likely going to play out. We are going to be looking in line with, with the completion of structure, because I believe that the news is just going to play the structure. And this is 1 hour time frame on US dollar. We're going to take a quick rundown. Uh, of course, we are familiar with this wave. And so far, with the way the price has gone down on 1 hour, we can see we are yet to break this structure. We are almost breaking this structure here. Few pips from breaking this structure here on the US dollar index on DXY. On DXY, what does it give us? On the DXY, it is 1 hour time frame. On the DXY also, okay, we are still far away from breaking the structure. Once we break the structure, then we are going to expect a very deep correction. So we are still yet, we've not breaking the structure now. And the way we've been going correctively, we're going to see what is going to be made out of this so far. Let's look at Euro USD, Euro dollar. I think it's the same. It's the same. It's the same on Euro dollar. It's an inverse of DXY. So we can see where it is at this moment. Okay. Is this a reversal or a deep pullback to correct the entire wave up to 50%? We are going to see that. We need to see this break this structure before we can assume we are going for a deeper correction. But so far, the way it's going up is going up pretty sharp on the lower time frame. Now, let's quickly delve into it to see what may likely play out as I try to zoom in. Let me zoom in and bring out my drawing. So I'm going to zoom in now. So zooming in, we are zooming in here on 1 hour time frame. It's going to be a quick one. So what I can see here is that after this 3 and 4, the price more or less had made a truncation of wave 5. That is what I can see here now. With the way this had played out, there's a truncation here, the way it has played out on 1 hour. So we can see that this is 1 and 2, 3, 4, and the fifth wave is truncated. That's the way it has played out on the DXY. While we were thinking probably we're going to go up, now we had broken 50% down to the downside. Like I told us that if we are seeing this as a 1, a 2, and a 3, and we are going to do a 4, we should not break below the red. So the red is gone now. So we are far deep. So which means that we are done, and this is the beginning of a new, maybe a deeper correction, if it's not a change of trend. So I can take this red off now. We are done and we are coming down. We are almost hitting this base now. So once we take this structure out, it means that we have taken out this structure and probably we are coming down. So this is an early movement. But so far, what can we see here in terms of what the price did? We can see a 5 here, which a bit went past with 3. So this is a 5 here. So we had a WXY. So we are anticipating a deep correction. Is it going to be a WXY and a double zigzag, or that we're going to see a 1 and a 2 formation here? So what and what would tell us if it's a 1 and a 2 formation is this? Let's see. is this. Now, if it's a double zigzag, we've had WXY to form an A, and this is a B, so which is the second wave to the downside. And if it's going to be a double zigzag, we're going to see this as A of B and a B of B and a C of B to turn down. So, but what this must not break, the way it's going now, it's going very, very, very impulsive, which I'm doubting if it's going to be a double zigzag. It may as well be a 1 and a 2, and once we take this structure to the downside. So if it's going to be a double zigzag, and this is just beginning of A of B and a B of B and a C of B, if you're going to have that to the downside, we don't expect an extension more than 161.8. So the extension had gone beyond 100 here. This is 123, and this is 161.8. So if we get a reaction before the news to the downside, that may be playing a C before we go down the mall. So this is quite very impulsive, and I'm guessing this is just a 1 and a 2, and probably we're going to go. So we're going to see, this is the break. We've gone past all these ones now. So we are going to see if it's going to be a B. If this is going to be a B and to have a C before going further, we'll know. We'll know. But this is quite impulsive. The B may have ended itself here. And if DB has ended itself here, okay, let's assume it's a zigzag, double zigzag. And if this is A and B has ended itself here, and we're not having a complex B, and A of B, B of B, and a C of B, and if it has ended itself, then what we should expect is that this retracement of a double zigzag or extension should not go beyond 100 or 123. So if you look at that, if you take that into consideration and see what has played out now. If you look at that here to B, so 100 is taken and 123 is taken. This is going, it's like it's going as an impulse now on US dollar index. This is going as an impulse. So it has taken out the possibility of A, B, C now. This is more than 123, extension that is expected for a double zigzag now. It's quite impulsive. So I think we are in for a shocker. Now, let's look at the DXY. On the DXY, those ones they are still far behind anyway. They're still far behind. Let's load it. Okay. So on the DXY, so it seems as if the 4 and the 5, everything is completed here. So a truncation here. So we're expecting we're going to go, but it didn't pull beyond 3. Like I said, 3 is always the place that you want to execute your trade, because you might not have a break beyond 3. So now everything has turned out to be, this is like a W, an X, and a Y. We may even say, yes, something like that. We may even say X is here and the Y is here. Which one is more appropriate? I think it's more appropriate as a Y, a WXY. So looking at that too, and the possibility of this being an A of B, B of B, and a C of B, if it's still in view, now price had broken beyond the extent of what? Of 100. This is 123. Once this one is taken, it's far becoming an impulse. US dollar index is leading the way to give us a clear picture that I think is far going into an impulse. And if indeed is an impulse, then we are going to break beyond this. And the news may just cause a retracement or or make the dollar fall the more. So what is playing out, like few hours before the news, the structure that I'm seeing, this is not a structure that the news will break to the end here. And no, I don't think so with what I'm seeing here now. So this is a cursor for the news and everything is playing out. So at most, the news may react here and we have a retracement before this thing continues to the downside. That is what I'm seeing here now. We are looking at a double zigzag situation, or that is going to be an impulse 161.8 extension. So that's what we're looking at. So let's look at euro dollar. On euro dollar, of course, 50 is taking out here. You can see, like we said, if 50 is taking, so this red also is out. So we are looking more down now. So here also on euro dollar, so we can see the red is out, and this is this is WXY, okay, and we have a B. The B may have been completed here. Price had broken an 100 extension of A to B, and this is 123. Once we go past this and we are moving up, I think this thing is looking up. It's looking up. We are a few pips from here, so we'll watch around 6:30 before 7, where price is around this area. If there's a break above here, then this thing is bullish. Dollar would fall. If we break above here, it's bullish. It means dollar will fall. The least we probably can see is a retracement, before it goes up again. So that is what I'm seeing. This thing is not looking like we're going to have A of B, B of B, and a C of B. Once we break out of here, then the possibility of B to have a C of B before we go up is out. See the way they played here, as if we were coming down. Actually, as this one was coming down, I had my reservation because it didn't come down as an impulse. It came down correctively like a funny structure. That was why I felt like, oh, we might be going up again, and probably just have a 1 and a 2 to come down. But since we took this height, then I knew that this thing is looking bullish. Okay, so we didn't see, even on lower time frame, we didn't see this as is more corrective to the downside for a bigger push to the upside. That is what I can see, now. We should be looking for few pips, maybe in about 20. How many pips? About less than 10 pips. We should see what happens here before the news. This thing is looking bullish, and I don't see that this is almost taking the whole of this fifth wave now. It's almost taking the whole of this fifth wave. Of course, this is a new, we have had 1 and 2, and definitely we are bullish now. We are bullish. So we are bullish. Are we going to have a double zigzag? Are we going to see an impulse? That is just what we are going to see in between here, an impulse or a double zigzag. All right. See you later tomorrow.